That's Chuck Bomarito's new sticker there. I put it near to his old sticker because you never know, he might go back. He's changed stickers several times, I think. At least I believe he did, since I've been watching his channel. Alright. Get the zoom right here. Whoa, that's the wrong way. Everything's backwards in this camera. I guess you guys probably noticed that. Alright. Anyway, got shadow on one side and not the other. Welcome to Amateur Redneck Workshop. I'm Harold, and I got through that without a cue card. So I feel pretty good. Today we're going to play with a new toy. But before we get into that, I'm in a talkative mood. So what we're going to talk about here is t-shirts and coffee mugs. And I've been messing with Teespring, and I've expanded out to add coffee mugs, which was all I intended to expand it to, but started doing this coffee mug, then they sort of insist on you doing a bag and iPhone covers and Samsung phone covers and stuff like that, you know. So they're there. Not that I'd want to buy anything like that, but they're there with the coffee mugs. And I was going to wait to mention it until I had one to show you, but it's been on order, I know, a couple of weeks, and it's still not here. So same thing with my double boost mug. It's been on order a couple of weeks, and it's still not here either, but there you go. Anyway, I really appreciate the fact that you folks bought a bunch of t-shirts, and of course the sales have fallen off now because most everybody that wanted one's got one. But now that I've got coffee mugs, they're just over to the right of the t-shirts a little bit. Maybe I can interest you in a cup of coffee, you know. And I'm going to have a little rant in here about trying to sell my tiller. That's a real pain. Selling anything, you know, my advertising and such is always a pain, but this one's a special pain because somehow I got somebody's wrath inflicted on me, I think. You'll get that later on here. But anyway, we got a new toy here made possible by the, you know, the t-shirts and my cumulative YouTube payment, which wasn't exactly a big one, but everything helps, you know. And what I bought was this Evolution 380 dry cut saw. So I'm going to stop talking about it, and we're going to walk over there and take a look at it. Alright? Okay, so here's the subject for today's rant. You see right at the top there it says, "This posting has been flagged for removal." And why? Something about my post violated community standards. So take a look at what I posted. There's the title of it right there at the top. I don't see anything wrong with the title. I mean, that adequately describes what it is. It's a tiller. This part down here at the bottom, let me move this paper over a little bit, is what I tell the purchasers if they want to buy it. Now I suspect that the reason this thing got flagged is because some guy called me up and wanted to bargain over the telephone. And if there's one thing I've learned from selling stuff online and in the local papers and things, the guys that want to bargain on the phone, none of them has yet ever showed up, you know. And so one guy called me and I said, "No, I'll bargain on it if you're in person standing there looking at it, but I'm not going to, you know, do any bargaining over the phone." I said, "It's not anything against you, it's just that people who want to bargain on the phone never show up." And it wasn't too long after this I got flagged for removal. So I went back and I made another ad, and I put tiller in the title, which is the only thing I didn't have in the title. The other one I put tiller in there, and I, in the meantime, had fixed up the belt on it that was slipping. It was just out of adjustment, and so this thing, I guess it might have made a couple of days and flagged for violating community standards again. And I'm thinking that, you know, you can flag any ad on Craigslist that you want to, and apparently they just take your word for it and shut them down. So now I've got the thing advertised in another media, but it's like $22 a week. So pretty soon, if you advertise it a long time and you haven't sold it, you get down to the point where you'd have been just as well off to just give it away, you know. I'm going to try 1 week of paid. If it doesn't sell, then it may be a contest prize on my channel. Who knows? One thing's for sure, I got to have room in my shed for other junk. I'm not going to do a garden anymore, so there you are. I guess I could set it outside and let it rust, but who wants a bunch of stuff in their yard? Alright, like it says on the box, that's the EVOSAW380. I got it from Amazon. It cost me about $3.80. So I guess the name is you got to pay $1 for every number they put in the name, or the model number. It says it'll come in a couple of days, but you can expect a couple more days because something's going to go wrong in shipping. But there it is. It just arrived today, and we're going to cut it open, take it out of the box, and see what it does. It's supposed to be a 15-inch saw, but it only comes with a 14-inch blade, and I looked at the 15-inch blades and they're about 150 bucks, which is about twice as much as you can get a 14-inch blade for. And I don't know how another inch of diameter is worth double the price. So this one will probably always be a 14-inch blade, unless I just hit it lucky somewhere, win the lottery, or who knows. Alright, so we're going to cut open the box and pull it out of there. I don't have a drum roll or anything to be dramatic. We'll just have to amble over there in true redneck fashion. Well, here's a book and something else. Looks like a handle. Alright. Yeah, it looks like a handle for something. Alright, so what we've got here is the manual, which of course got all kind of good information, I'm sure, and we may look at that later. Alright. Here is the little thing that you put in the vise to hold round stock. Kind of got a little V-block shape to it. Put that over there. Here's a set of brushes, which tells you it's Chinese made. I remember ever buying an American made product that came with brushes, but then again I might have a bad memory. Alright, so this thing I think weighs about 50 pounds, somewhere in there. So we're going to pull it out and set it over here on the welding table. I don't see anything else in the box, so we change the camera view. Okay. Now then, we got a better shot of the saw. Try and get this bag off of it. I don't know why I was thinking about it, but I was thinking about all the people I used to work with, one place or another, and it comes to me that almost all the people I ever worked with was nice people. I guess I was really lucky because I'm sure there's somebody that's worked with, around or with and for some really bad people. But the vast majority, as near as I can remember, were always nice guys or gals, whatever the case. And most of the bosses wasn't too bad either. Alright. This thing's reasonably heavy. Like that. figures about 50 pounds. I don't know it. I'm sure you can find that out somewhere. And that styrofoam in there too. Let's see if I got a little plug to pull. There we go. There's nothing in the styrofoam. Might put a plastic bag around the card. I don't know. And it's not on there with a little wire this time. It's got one of those tie wraps. Alright. I'm going to run this out of the back. We don't want to cut it. That's where the handle goes, right there. Alright, I'm going to stop the camera for a second and get some things together. Now I've been to Home Depot and Lowe's and places, and I've seen, you know, the DeWalt and Ryobi and whatever saws, and they do have chintzy little pressed metal beds on them, you know, base, not bed, base, and I wasn't really impressed with that. And they got chintzy little vices that are made more material like this right here instead of this. I think this is a cast aluminum base. That's what I'm betting on, but I don't know. I've heard it was cast iron, so let's get a magnet and find out. Hang on. Alright, got a magnet. Let's see if it'll... Nope. Well, that right there is steel. Okay, so the vise part there is steel. Let's see if I can turn it. Magnet fell down in there. Oh, it fell in the chip tray. That's another thing it's got. It's got a chip tray that slides out if you didn't put it on this thing here where you couldn't get over the belt. Anyway, it's got a chip tray that slides out the back. This part is obviously cast aluminum with an insert here for the vise and steel. And I'm willing to bet, I'll go get another magnet. Alright, so that's steel. That vise there. He's a nice steel item. That's steel. And that's aluminum. Well, yeah, that's aluminum. Alright, so I think that speaks well of it that it's got steel there. And I got a square, and I set it on here, and this is flat all that here. Now back here, this is down a little bit lower than the vise, but out here looks to be pretty straight and level, which is better than those stamped metal bases. They're, you know, bowed and out of shape and stuff, and basically crummy. At least that's my viewpoint. Okay, so I went and got a light so that I can move the camera around and show you things. And back here in the back there's a little spot. Hopefully I can zoom over there without making a mess out of everything. Okay, get the camera right. I'm going to go handheld. You'll forgive me of it, I'm sure. Alright, so back here in the back you've got a tool holder for the rather odd looking Allen wrench that takes the blade off and does other things. Alright, and the thing is there, which is a good place to put it. It's right there where you want it, where you're going to find it when you need it. You've got a latch back here behind the vise to change the angle. You've got a little scale there that is graduated in degrees with a red line to line it up with here. You've got the little pin that latches the head down. Nice spring. That's exactly what I needed when I was making the belt sander. Is that spring? Yeah, that's just about right. Okay, anyway, and it has this quick adjust vise. pick it up, shove it down there, and flip that part back down. Okay, let me put this on the stand because it's easier to demonstrate the vise when the camera's holding still. Alright, got it zoomed back out. To make a quick adjustment, you pull that up, flip it back over, there you are. According to what I saw online, there was that feature is a USA only feature. I don't know why, but there you go. When you bring her down for a cut, the little shield opens up nicely and lets the blade come down to the metal. Well, that's all, folks. Y'all try to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Leave a comment if you got something to say. And above all, remember, keep on keeping on. Bye now.